Is the problem of water scarcity growing in the rural areas of Tripura? Why are people in various pockets resorting to protests demanding clean drinking water? Well, another such incident has come to the fore, and this time, angry villagers from the Paijabari area under Dhalai district took to the streets today, blocking the national highway near the BSF camp at Jawahar Nagar in Ambassa. Hundreds of vehicles on both sides were blocked due to the agitation. They were protesting over the lack of clean drinking water in the area since the past 3 months. Frustrated by the persistent water scarcity, despite numerous complaints to the authorities, the villagers expressed their grievances. The protesters complained that despite repeated assurances from officials, the situation remains unchanged, leaving them with no alternative but to stage a protest to draw attention to their plight and demand an immediate resolution to their suffering. According to the agitators, over 100 families in their locality have been forced to resort to consuming untreated river water due to the cessation of water supply through pipelines. The root cause of this problem lies in a defunct deep tube well managed by the Department of Water Supply, which has remained non-operational for an extended period without any efforts towards repair.
আপনারা কি পৌর পরিষদের আন্ডারে না পঞ্চায়েতের আন্ডারে তো পঞ্চায়েতে জানাইছেন এডিসি পঞ্চায়েত কি কইছে ওনারা
আমরা কইছে ইলেকশনের আগে 3 দিন পরে জল দিব কইছে আমরা 3 দিনের পর্যন্ত অপেক্ষা হচ্ছে অতদিন মধ্যে আমরা দরকার দিই
আপনাদের এখানে কোনো সাপ্লাই নাই
সাপ্লাই নষ্ট যা লাগে দরখাস্ত তো কইছে পঞ্চায়েত
তো এতদিন আপনারা কইতে জল খাইছেন
নদীর থেকে
তো তারা কি কোনো কিছু হইছে না
না
জল আজকে প্রায় 2 মাস কাছাকাছি হয়ে গেছে ভোটের ইলেকশন অনেক আগে থেকে আমরা পঞ্চায়েতে গেছি তারপরে নেতারাও ফোন করছি তারাও কোনো সরা দিতে পারছে না এখন পর্যন্ত প্রজা সেক্রেটারির কাছে দিবার ধরে গেছি তারপর লাস্ট মতো আবার অ্যাপ্লিকেশন নিয়ে গেছি অ্যাপ্লিকেশনের সিলটা রিটু গেছি এটা পর্যন্ত আমরা দিতে না
কোন পঞ্চায়েতের আন্ডারে আপনারা
বাগপাড়া পঞ্চায়েত সেক্রেটারি তারা সেক্রেটারির কথা কইতে গেলে মানে উল্টা সুর মারা আরো মানে অন্যরকম কথাবার্তা কয়
কত পরিবার আছে এখানে
এখানে প্রায় 100 পরিবারের উপরে আছে
তো এই জল যে পাইতেছে না এখানে জল কি সাপ্লাই নাই
সাপ্লাই আগে আসছিল ম্যানেজিভ টেবল এগুলো সব খারাপ হয়ে গেছে এগুলো ঠিক করার জন্য আমরা ডিডব্লিউসি অফিসে গেছি ডিডব্লিউসি অফিসে এডি ঠিক করা যেত না
Noteworthy here is that this is not the first time that villagers in Tripura have cried foul over being deprived of basic amenities. Prior to this, Northeast Live had also highlighted the plight of villagers of Shibari, a remote village in Unakoti district, where people had to largely rely on natural springs or stream water for their sustenance. My colleague Pinaki Das joins us live from Agartala for more on this developing story. So Pinaki, now it has come to light that, this water problem, clean water, drinking water problem is not restricted to just one village. In fact, we have had reports of protests from at least 3 different villages in less than a month, and all because they are apparently not receiving clean drinking water supply, and they have had to resort to other means which are not always very healthy options. So what more can you tell us regarding this? And why is it that so far, despite the complaints, no actual action has taken place?
See, there are 2 different things. One is some of the villages don't have the pipeline. But at the same time, this is also a fact, despite the government claiming more than 70% of the houses having the pipeline, the water supply is not there. Earlier also, before the assembly election of Tripura, we had seen that more than 62% of the houses were complaining. In many places, the pipeline was there, but the source of water and the power required to run, to supply the water through pumps through the pipeline is not there. But in this particular case, we have seen for 3 months they are not getting water, and similarly they have pipeline, but they are not getting water. But in other cases, we are seeing they don't have pipeline also, and even no source to get clean drinking water, which leads to several deaths also in Tripura. We have seen earlier where there were reports of waterborne diseases after consuming this contaminated water. And in the indigenous people particularly, we have seen they collect the water from the bed of the river side, and in the scarcity situation they had to travel several kilometers. The women particularly have to take this trouble and to cover long distance to get drinking water, but that also not clean drinking water. But the government is of the view they're trying to give water to every house, pipeline, clean drinking water, and we have seen government promises har ghar nal, har ghar pani. But the real ground reality is that despite that, people are in suffering due to drinking water.
Right. So, Pinaki, given the fact that we have seen as many as 3 such instances where people have been deprived of basic amenities like drinking water, clean drinking water, has there been any sort of update that you've received from the state government authorities? Any fresh plan of action to address these new concerns that are coming up?
See, what only temporary some resource, some water is supplied through tankers, and we had seen earlier also such tankers reaching the villages. But in many cases, even the tankers are not regular. That creates the issue. Promises are being made to give water supply, but it is not regular and erratic supply of water. But without water, people cannot live. And in this case also, there were promises to supply the water through tankers, but due to and moreover, the water table, another concern is the water table is going down because we don't have sources are getting reduced. Water table is going down. One of the reason is the forest is going, as the rainwater is moving out of the state and there are no for water catchment such or charging the soil with water, that is not taking place as it used to take. Despite rainfall, huge rainfall for at least 7 months, these are the issues, those are coming. And government make temporary arrangement to supply the water through tankers, which is not always feasible and very costly also to transport it from one source to a long distance in the interior. The only thing is local some resources should be developed so that water supply can be made from there, though the government is saying they are serious about this and will try to solve this very soon. But it is taking time. One of the reasons is getting the source of water because it's a hilly state, and another is getting power over there. At many places where everything is ready, but due to transformer shortage, power shortage, they cannot start supplying the water.